Fun fact of the programming and analysis exam, it's not about design. It's about pre-design, anything up to schematic design. It's basically about taking all of these different pieces of data and pieces of information and codes and documents and compiling them and coming to terms with what's the actual program requirements of a project, what environmental conditions should you be considering, and how do you meet codes. It's also about determining whether a site is even appropriate for a project. You have to be able to look at topography and discern where water is going to be going. You have to be able to look at a geotechnical report, which kind of talks about soils and earthwork, and you can see where the soils might not actually be good for a building because it might sink or not be able to support the load. It's also about just looking at the sun that is actually being exposed to that site, or what the priorities of the owner is. What are they actually trying to achieve? If it's in an urban context, it might be more about the ability to actually attract users. It might be about the feasibility of the project, and then it even includes cost and trying to come up with a budget. What is one thing I'm really nervous about for this exam? Navigating the case studies. There are case study questions, which basically means that they give you a sample project and they give you sample documents that you have to look at all of them for at the same time, compile all the information, and be able to come to a conclusion. But I have a little recommendation that I learned from the ARI 5.0 handbook that I want you all to know about. So when you're given a case study, not only will they have all of these tabs and things, but there will be a keyword search bar at the bottom. These exams are structured in a way to replicate what's actually happening in the real world. You're not supposed to memorize the codes, you're not supposed to memorize zoning requirements. They give you the opportunity to search the documents just as you would in your firm.